don't even see them.
They're already gone, aren't they? Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Alright, we got out of House of Horrors. It wasn't nearly as good as Fright World. They actually replaced Killer Theater 2 with The Hive, and The Hive is not good. It doesn't have many actors. Hell House isn't great either. Neither is Mark of the Dead. Killer Theater is really the only good one, and that's a pretty good house. I like that.
All the houses took a total of 40
minutes.
minutes. I think got in at 7, done at 7:40.
Yeah.
Don't bother with Fast Pass.
Yeah.
Really, kind of don't bother coming. Like,
Right, go to Fright World, except for this year.
yeah, the actors were horrible or what?
There's a couple times I got scared, but you were in front of me, and there was like chainsaws to the back.
Yeah.
So.
Like, I mean, not even as good as the Six Flags, not even. Or close.
Right. No, Killer Theater 1's better. I think Camp Scumshine's better than the others.
Okay, now we know. Don't come back to this one.
Yeah,
Wait for the other one. Wait
Yeah,
for the other.
Definitely wait for Fright World to open.
Okay.
Alright, so House of Horrors and Haunted Catacombs this year was really lackluster. I didn't find it that great. I think if Fright World was open, Fright World would be the way more superior haunted house to go to. But we've got House of Horrors, so let me get into what you can expect. First off, no scare actors in the lobby. That's kind of disappointing. I can understand why, but I'm sure the lobby's much better when there's scare actors in there. They do have some cool props. There's like a devil statue that kind of moved in the middle of the park, so that's kind of cool. Let's get into the houses. The Hive, almost as bad as Jungle Apocalypse at Darien. Like, that thing like had very little scare actors. The scares weren't that great. Just little theming. Give it a 1 out of 10. It's a bad house. Hell House, I actually think is even worse. But the reason I give it a 2 is just because, you know, they have a, like, dragon kind of, like, puppet thing. It's like, again, like, those two houses are really bad, and then Mark of the Dead isn't much better. It's like, it's longer, but, like, still, like, not many actors. Time, like, I know there was one incident where, like, there was this one girl, and she did a great acting job, but she was walking across the middle of the aisle trying to get to her scare spot, and that completely ruined everything. And the last one's actually pretty good. I give it a 8 out of 10. It's Killer Theater. They unfortunately got rid of Killer Theater 2. I don't know why, but it would probably be the second best there. The Killer Theater 1 was the only saving grace of House of Horrors. It had scenes from all different movies: Pennywise, Annabelle, Chucky. Like, it was the only house with a chainsaw, which is kind of cool. There's actually, me and Chase were kind of joking about this, because in Killer Theater, they had a room, is the It room, and it was like a bunch of like tunnels, and we were like, oh, they literally copied this from Fright World's Night Stalkers, but made it Pennywise themed. So, like, even the best house there, like, copies, like, some of the stuff that the best houses at Fright World do. So, I definitely think Fright World's superior. I think they're top 3 houses I think are better than Killer Theater, and then 4 and 5 are way better than their 2, 3, and 4. And like the lobby was nothing this year. Like I'm sure it would be better usually, but if there was like one scare actor that was pretty good, there's like the chainsaw guy in the Killer Theater was pretty good. In the Killer Theater second room, it was, I think, I don't know the movies. I think it was Michael Myers. I don't know. I don't watch many movies like that, but Michael Myers, like Chase didn't get the scare much, but like he was like holding a knife to your neck. Like obviously he's not gonna touch you or anything with it, but like and still that's a pretty good scare. Like my recommendation is, if you want the scariest experience here, you want to be the last person in your group to go, because that way you could get all the scares from behind, which is where most of the good scares here are. I know Chase didn't get any good scares. I got a couple because I was behind. But yeah, that's going to do it for the review. Not that good this year. Again, it might be better when COVID's not going around, but like I still think Fright World's much better. Erie Palooza is still my favorite house I've done.